things I tell people. An A team is you have an A team in special forces. You have the B team, which supports the A team, and then you have the C team, the company. So you have an A, B, and C team, so to speak, in special forces. Well, we needed a D team. We needed a Delta team. We needed a Delta force that was tasked with counterterrorism. So Delta Force is a special forces organization. It gets confused, and I think the Ranger or the Special Forces Regiment, we kind of kept them at an arm's length. It almost became like a glamorized Ranger battalion. You know what I mean? Like you get a little bit older as a Rangers, you go into Delta Force. No, it's Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta. You know, that's what it is. So when I say I'm a proud Green Beret, those mottos really seeped into my skin. To free the oppressed, man. That's what our role is. That's the Special Forces motto, but that's what every man's role is to free the oppressed. And some of us are also to deliver justice. The oppressors beware. Okay? That isn't for everybody. That's not for. Is it Ed Flanders or Ned Flanders? Whichever.
Ned Flanders.
It's not
Simpsons.
Yeah, it's not for Ned Flanders. He's not supposed to usher in justice, but he is supposed to free the oppressed in whatever way he is uniquely designed by God to do. So I took that idea of free the oppressed, and I was looking for a new enemy. I was afraid of losing my identity that I began refining and developing at 17 years old when I came in. And again, I was a Ranger, I was a soldier, I was Special Forces, but somewhere along the way, I really began to understand myself as a protector. You know, the reason I'm so aggressive against Al Qaeda and ISIS and Taliban is those men, those devils, need to be taken off the earth because I'm protecting the regular people. You know, the reason I'm so aggressive in my work in special operations is because there are Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard on the ground, shitting in bags, living here for a year, and I have everything at my disposal to fly over them and precisely surgically target these devils and take them off the earth. So that was what I was into. That was what I was working through. But what I recognized and understood was this whole machine that got you there, these enablers, you know, and largely the intel apparatus, and how we had mastered operations and intelligence fusion and how one fed the other. And as I was looking to get to retirement, I wasn't asking God. I wasn't praying. He just flicked me in the ear and said, I want you to look at sex trafficking and do something about it. I was like, what? So I started to dig into it and looked at this model that we use, by, through, and with. So at Skull Games, we work by, through, and with law enforcement, just like a Special Forces Green Beret